What's up?
Yo, Kev.
What's good with you, Pip?
Man, I ain't doing shit.
Are you all right?
Am I all right?
Yeah, you just like it's like you like so calm right now. You all right?
Yeah, this is me in real life.
Yeah, you ain't got no you ain't Rona D as you ain't Rona D.
I'll be screaming all the time.
What's up, John?
No, everything's good, man. How you?
How you been?
I can't complain. I'm living. You know what I
You
mean?
living?
Yeah, just
Generation now?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We doing okay out here.
Yeah, y'all doing really okay.
Did you see my
Y'all,
boy?
y'all, y'all doing better than okay.
Did you see my boy Jack Harlow spitting that fire in the booth with Charlie Sloth? Oh my God.
Yo, listen. I'm not going front. Jack Harlow, I can't wait till he comes on my show. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I told him, you know what I mean, because we done did, he done did the freestyle rounds and everything, and I was like, listen, I feel like everything's leading up to coming to do the come up show. You know what I'm saying? Because like I saw y'all talking the other day, and y'all was kind of like agreeing on how many bars he was going to come with. What was the final count of bars?
I told I needed 2,500 bars. He says, that's not realistic. I can maybe do half of that.
He was trying to like,
Maybe 1,000. I said, no, I need 2,500.
yeah, no, I told him
Now,
he's ready though.
now, Ron, this is what I think people don't understand why the come up show is so monumental because, and I need you to explain it to them why it's so, because a lot of people go on a lot of shows and they'll spit like a little 16 or they'll spit like a little 32, a little cute verse. That's cute. That's cool.
Right.
But Philly's a land of spitters. You are from Philly.
100%.
And you can go as long as you want on,
Right.
what I mean, spitting on bars. You feel what I'm saying?
I've witnessed it on your show.
You witnessed it. You've definitely witnessed it.
I think the come up show is like, obviously for myself is legendary because I came up like during that era when you was running radio as you still are in Philly, and you know what I mean, and like before we had the advent of YouTube and of Instagram and everything, where it was a place like the come up show where that was that was one of the only platforms where you could get that. You know what I'm saying? At a time when people would turn on the radio, it would be an event, it would be exciting. And thankfully, like people like yourself, you've been able to like take the come up show and still use that platform, and whether or not I listen to it on the radio, I can still go on YouTube and see the newer upcoming guys or even the legends come on your show and really come through. And then Kev, like you're one of the people, you're one of those DJs like that people hold in a certain grain that you can't come and play around when you come do your show. You know what I'm saying? You got to come with that shit. The same thing I was explaining to Jack. Like, you can't fuck around when you come to the come up show. Like, you gotta really come with that shit. And like you said, like Philly is known for the spitters. So anytime I got an artist, whether they from Philly or they not, and they coming to Philly to do that, I'm gonna make sure they're 1,000% prepared to really go in and go ham.
Now, I want to say this. Speaking of Philly, now you have one artist from Philly that signed to you, Little Uzi Vert.
Yeah, shout out.
I mean, congratulations on what you're doing with him.
Appreciate it.
Are you looking for somebody else from the city?
Always. I mean, I'm looking for talent, worldwide. I mean, I definitely feel like it was a proud moment for me and Cannon and the team when we signed Uzi and we had the success that we had with him, being from Philly, you know what I'm saying? And, like throughout my career, I've kind of always wanted to make sure that, I rep the city. And, how the city is. Like, Philly respects Philly, but sometimes it feels like you can never do enough. You know what I mean? It's like, I remember a time when Gangsta Grills was at its height and people was like, yo, why don't you do a tape with somebody from the city? And, regardless of, however many tapes I did wind up doing with artists from Philly, there's always so much talent, you know what I'm saying? And like, I remember when we signed Vert early, and, he was, he wasn't the average Philadelphia artist as one may have known at the time, and like I remember having early on people kind of wanted to like when I was explaining, you know, what Vert's style was, the closest thing I could do was say like, yo, he is to Philly what ASAP Rocky is to New York in a sense, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's been 6 years since then, so you know, we have, you know, Vert has kind of helped you know, like influence a generation, you know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, you know, I love the city. I love the talent from the city. You know, everybody knows I made classic mixtapes with Meek, you know, Dream Chasers 1 through 3 or however, you know what I'm saying? Shot my man Gil. You know, me and Gil done did a couple of King of Philly tapes, you know, among other artists as well. But you know, like yeah, and speaking of that, you know, I wanted to say rest in peace to China. You know what I mean? A great talent, you know, taken from us too early. You know, my condolences to her and her family and everything. Speaking about Philly artists and Philly talent. But
right,
yeah, but
definitely.
you know, for anybody tuned in, you know, sky's the limit for me. Like I'm always interested in any talent, you know, and I love being able to embrace, you know, the city and regardless of whether it's an artist, a producer, a writer, anything, you know, holla at me.
Listen, a couple things I'm gonna let you go. So let's talk about the importance of the important that you. I don't know if it's still important now. The mixtape. Now we come from an era, and I say we because I was definitely doing mixtapes as well. But you came out with the Gangster Grills edition, and shout out to Gil. Me and Gil was on live, and I know you was on there, and we were
Yeah, I
just
heard
going back
about
and
it.
forth.
Yeah.
But I told Gil, I said, you know, two mixtapes changed your life, and to me, what changed your life was the Gangster Grills. I think it was Trap or Die with Jeezy.
Facts.
And it was Dedication with Lil Wayne.
Facts.
Like those. Am I right to say that changed your life?
Absolutely changed my life. Absolutely.
The commas moved up or back. Like the commas moved a little bit. You got a little bit. You had more grass. You know, your daughter could, you know, run outside. Don't have to worry about nobody, a parking spot. You know, that definitely changed the game for you. If I'm, you know.
You're 1,000% correct.
Now, is Gangster Grills? Is it still relevant now, or is it like?
You know, the game has changed. I mean, I feel like when anybody says Gangster Grills, you know, it holds a certain a place in the culture, whether it's, you know, previous, you know, present or post. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man 24 Hours. We dropped the Gangster Grills last night. It's called 12 a.m. in Atlanta Part 2. This is the second edition. So, you know, clearly the mixtape game is in a way different space than it may have been in, you know, when we was coming up, or, you know, when I was the mixtape king, or, you know, it changes a lot of